Hey, what's up everyone? It is me, Danny Lightning. Today we're going to be talking about the Volkswagen Golf GTI and why this is a great little car, and this should probably be the first car that you buy. Another great first car is the Mustang Boss 302, but there's a couple of reasons why I don't recommend this as your first car, and I personally think this should be your second car. Now, the Boss 302 Mustang is the superior car, but there's one problem with it, and it's not really a problem, but for a brand new player, it very well can be. In order to really make the Mustang Boss 302 good, you have to collect these elite tokens and upgrade the car with these things, and that can actually take quite a while. So not only do you need to upgrade the car to stage 5, fill it up with fusion parts, you also have to take this car and fill it up with these elite upgrade tokens to make it as fast as possible. The Mustang Boss 302 is definitely the better car, hands down. It's faster. Everything about this is better, but it does take a lot more work to get this thing upgraded and get it going. Now with the Golf, all you really got to do is upgrade this car to stage 5, collect some fusion parts, throw the fusion parts in it, tune the car really well, and bam! It is more than fast enough to beat every boss in the game and win the boss cars, plus it's a nice little live racing car. When I first started, I used to live race this car pretty much every day, and it did me pretty well. I mean, eventually you're going to get higher tier cars and you're going to stop live racing the low tier cars, but as a brand new player, this particular Golf right here is what I used for the first couple of months I played for mostly everything, right? I did as much as I could with this when I needed the tier 1 car, and I would live race the heck out of this thing, and I really enjoyed this car. This is a great little car. The Volkswagen is definitely not as good as the Mustang, but the Mustang does take a lot more work to max out and really get it running properly. Now, if you don't mind spending a little bit more time, the Mustang Boss 302 is definitely the way to go, but as a new player, you might have a hard time getting those elite upgrades. You have to run a lot of showdown races to win those tokens, and it's just going to take you a lot longer to get this car up and running compared to the Volkswagen. So in my opinion, the Volkswagen is the better choice for a brand new player, but overall, the Boss Mustang 302 is a much better car. When you have this car 100% maxed out with all of the upgrade tokens and you just got this thing fully upgraded, it will run in the 11.5s, which is actually a really good time. Now, if you happen to get the Golf GTI with 1 star, it runs in the 11.8s. I think if you get the one without the star like you see here, it's going to run in the 11.9s. And this one is just barely fast enough to beat the Boss. The one with the star is actually better than the one without the star. Now, one thing nice about the Mustang is you can actually add stars to it by adding those elite upgrade tokens, to where the Golf, you're pretty much stuck with what you get. The cars you buy out of the dealership don't come with stars, but if you pull a Golf out of a crate later on, it will come with 1 star and it'll run about 1/10 of a second faster. Now, I actually beat all of the bosses with this tier 1 Golf right here. This is the one I use personally. It doesn't have any stars, and it was just barely fast enough to beat the final boss. Now, for Tempest 1 and Tempest 2, the game does allow you to use this to beat the boss, but on Tempest 3, the game gives you a different car and forces you to use it, which is kind of a bummer because the car they give you really sucks. But this will beat 3 of the bosses, and then the 4th one, you have to use some dumb Mazda that isn't really a very good car, unfortunately. I think the Volkswagen GTI is just a really good choice to get you going as a brand new player, but the Mustang is actually the fastest tier 1 car in the game, but only once you get all those upgrades on it. Now, if you max out the Boss Mustang, but you don't have any of those elite upgrades on it, and you max it out, it's actually going to be slower than the Golf, running in the 12.4. So in my opinion, this is the one to buy to start off with. I think you should actually buy both. In my opinion, I think you should buy the Volkswagen first and then buy the Boss Mustang second. Work on both of them. They're both excellent cars. I mean, the Boss Mustang is a much better car overall, but I think it's going to be a lot harder to get up and running and make it fast enough to do what you need to do with it. So I would focus on the GTI first and the Boss Mustang second. That's how I would do it personally if I had to start the game over. I think they're both 100% amazing cars for starting out on tier 1, but I do think it's just a little bit easier, I should say probably a lot easier, to get the Golf maxed out and make it fast enough to do what you need to do with it. I say go with the Volkswagen first, Mustang second, and I think you'll be good to go. I mean, eventually you're going to outgrow the tier 1 cars anyways. They're just kind of something to get you started. Once you get a few really nice tier 4 and tier 5 cars, you're probably going to stop driving the tier 1, the tier 2, and the tier 3 cars and just drive the higher tier cars. I mean, that's what most of us do. There may be a few times here and there where I still need to use a lower tier car for something, but basically I don't drive tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3 ever unless the game requires me to do that for like an event or something that's going on. But generally, tier 4 and tier 5 cars, that's where it's at. You will outgrow the lower tiers after a few months of playing, so I don't know. Pick the one you want, but I particularly like the Golf. Okay, we're going to pull up a list of every single tier 1 car in the game that has a star on it. Now remember, if you have a version of this without any stars, it's probably going to run a little bit slower, probably 1 to 2 tenths of a second slower or something along the lines of that. But in first place, we do have the Ford Mustang Boss 302 at Elite Level 50, meaning it's got all the upgrade tokens, all the fusion parts, pretty much the whole shebang, and fully maxed out completely. That is the fastest. Next, we have one of the Boss cars, Sneak's Ford Focus Trackster. That is second place. Third place is the Honda Civic VTEC, the 1.5. Now, there's a Boss version and a non-Boss version of this car, and surprisingly, the non-Boss version is faster. Next, we have the Volkswagen Golf GTI coming in on fourth place. Then we have the Ford Fiesta ST in fifth place. Then we have the Boss version of the Honda Civic 1.5 in sixth place. Then we have the Ford Focus Trackster, which is the non-Boss version of the Trackster. Then in eighth place, we have Conduit's Volkswagen Golf GTI, which is a Boss car. Then we have the Hyundai Veloster Turbo R-Spec in ninth place. In 10th place, we have the Abarth 500. In 11th place, we have the Mini Cooper S, but you want to put a stock engine on that. I guess if you upgrade the engine, it makes that car slower. In 12th place, we have the horrible Mazda MX-5 Miata. That's the one they give you and force you to use for Tempest 3. In 13th place, we have the Volkswagen Golf GTI Mark I, which is the non-Boss version of the Boss car. In 14th place, we have the Ford Mustang Boss 302 with no elite upgrades. In 15th place, we have the placeholder car. I'm not even sure why that's on there. And then in last place, we have the Toyota 86. I mean, the placeholder car is not actually something you can drive. It's basically a glitch car. So I'm not sure why they have that on the list, to tell you the truth, but those are a list of all the tier 1 cars from fastest to slowest if you have the versions with stars and you max them out. So there we go. But bam, just in case you wanted to know which ones are the fastest, there's a list of all of them right there. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Huge shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for the extra support. It really does help the channel. If you want to join and become one, hit the little join button right below the video. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If not, hit that thumbs down. If you check the video's description or the pinned comment, you'll see my affiliate links where you can get some really amazing stuff. You'll see a link to the Danny Lightning merch store. You'll find some game news and spreadsheets and info in the video's description as well. Thank you for watching. You guys and gals are amazing. Lightning out. Have a wonderful day, and we will catch you next time. See ya.